Okay, so we started working on the fourth move last time, but I want to pick up from our earlier discussion, that is last hour's discussion, on the points Shuling, Dingjing, Qichen, Danqian. I'm sorry if you were not here, so you missed that, but I'm not going to repeat it. You can watch the recordings of it. But let's take a look at it from the point of view of the very first move of the form. All right? Qi Chen Dan Qian. All right? Drop your qi to the Dan Qian, which is really a code, an algorithm. It includes dropping it all the way to the bottom of the feet, down to the base of the spine, and all the way down into the ground. Qi Chen Dan Qian, which means literally drop your qi to the Dan Qian. All right, here's my Dan Qian. But that's not the only thing you do. When you drop your chi, you have to raise your shu. Your shu is your spirit. All right? The spirit is fiery, it goes up. The chi is watery, it goes down. Drop your chi and raise your shu. Raise your shu. Raise your shu. You raise it up to the ba wei, the top of the head. Right? If you're going to raise your shu, you have to lower your chi. So in the first two moves, you're doing it twice. Once, twice. And then relax. Now, what does it mean, relax? In terms of the Chongmai, the central channel, it means to relax the stretching that you're doing. So you've stretched up to the top of the head and also down to the base of the spine, and then you relax that. Relaxing means it just relaxes back in. Where is it relaxing to? The danqian. It may not come all the way down there, but it's basically just flowing down, up to the danqian, down to the danqian. Stretch. Relax. Stretch. Relax. Stretch. Stretch. It's like shooting an arrow, all right? You've got the bow. The top of the bow is up here. The bottom of the bow is the base of the spine, right? And you're pulling, you're stretching it, and then you release the arrow, right? Boom, it's the same thing. Relax, stretch, right? Up to the top of the head, down to the base of the spine, all the way into the ground. Stretch, and now condense again, right? Condense, and stretch, and condense. This is what makes Tai Chi Tai Chi, and this is why Qigong is the root of Tai Chi. It's about manipulating your energy body, really leading your energy body, not telling your energy body what to do, but leading it. Just like you lead a dog on a leash, right? It's not about using your muscles. Yeah, your muscles get used, but it's not about using your muscles. It's about using your energy body. from the very beginning of the form, the first movement of the form until the end of the form, you are working your energy body. All right? This is what we were talking about today was the Chongmai, the central channel. There's a channel in the back of the spine, there's a channel in the front of the body. This is the central channel in between those two. And it's the most important channel in the body because it holds you upright. It keeps you upright. If you were to enter a Tai Chi tournament to do a form, right, what the judges are going to watch is not whether you know the form. They assume you know the form. What they're going to watch is, do you have control of your energy body? Do you understand your energy body? All right? That's a strike, right? If you can't do Shuling Dingjing, there's no power in that strike. There may be strength from your arms and your body, but there's no power. Power is the ability to use your strength. You're lowering your chi. If you're going to lower your chi, you need to raise your shu, your spirit. Because for every action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction. If you don't make a purposeful raise, this goes down, but the head goes up. If you do this, there's no power. There's no power. Try it. It's just you're just melting, right? And now try it. All right, the chi's like water, it goes down. The spirit's like fire, it comes up. When you want to shoot the arrow, just pop it. It's actually very simple to do. Now, as I said in the earlier class, we're not trying to become martial artists necessarily. But what we are trying to do is master our energy bodies. You have to do that whatever your craft is. You could be a blacksmith. You have to fit. If you're a blacksmith, you've got a hammer and you're hammering like this. Within about 3 weeks, you're going to be in the hospital. All right? Because you're going to destroy your body. You have to raise your shu. Right? Otherwise, you'll hurt yourself. Let's do the whole first move. This goes down, but something comes up. And you could go through the whole form and study it like that. And it's a constant stretching, relaxing, stretching, relaxing. Stretching is yang, relaxing is yin. Yin and yang, yin and yang. Right and left, yin and yang. Open and close, or stretch and condense, expand and condense. all the way through. The ideal is you learn the form so that you can practice this as well as a lot of other things. So you can practice it for 8 or 10 minutes while you do the form. So the form is not really about the form. The form is not about the structure of the form. It's about the inside of the form. It's about this inner work inside. Right? Let's go on to the second move. Right? I'm going to push. Suppose I push and I drop my Shuling Ding Jing. It's weak. You can feel it. Just try it. Instead, remember the bow and arrow. This is the arrow. All right. This is the bow. Stretch the bow. At the same time you pop, stretch. Now we do it more gently, but I'm doing it with a little what's called fa jin, some explosive energy, so that you can see it, so you get the idea. You can still do it very gently and still stretch. It's that stretching and condensing that moves the qi through your body and produces the health effects. All right? Tai Chi will make you stronger. It will make you younger. Every year you do Tai Chi, you will get a year younger. All right? But only if you're doing this inner work, because it's not about the muscles. It's about the energy flow. Turn and look, sink. How do you sink? You drop your chi. Just relax and drop the watery part of the body down. If that's going to go down, you don't want your head to go down too, because you'll just collapse. The chi goes down, but the spirit comes up. Sink. Walk through. The head comes up. The head comes up. You're going to go down. When you go down, the head comes up. If the head comes down too, you'll fall over. All right? Let me see if I can get Annie in here for a demo. Annie. Oh, she's on the phone, all right? I'll get her in here later to show you just a little bit about what it is with a two-person thing. Let's go on to the third move. Yeah, are you on the phone? Oh, okay, come on in, would you?
Oh, come on in and I'll just beat you up.
No, I want you to beat me up.
It's so attractive. Oh, well then.
One of the first things that you can start to practice when you start to do some push hands, which eventually we will get to, right, is suppose someone's pushing on you. So I'm just going to let her push me on the chest, right? So the mistake that people make is they focus on the hands that are pushing them, right? So put your hands on. Oh, I'm focusing on here and push. And the only response most folks have to a push like this is to tense all the muscles up. All right, go. So I tense everything up and I'm kind of pushing back, and eventually, if she's bigger, younger, and stronger, she's going to push me over. There's a much simpler way to deal with this. She's going to put her hands on me. All right. Now, you watch. You go ahead and push. Push hard.
That's all she's got.
She claims it's all she's got, but she's got more. What am I doing that's different? Am I all tensed up?
No, it just feels like I'm pushing
Exactly.
on
On a bungee cord.
on a bungee cord.
Or if there was a trampoline turned up sideways, it's like she's pushing into a trampoline.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm raising my shoe and dropping my chi, right? So as she's pushing, I'm stretching like this. And when I stretch that, of course, it's going to get tougher, so she pushes, and I'm perfectly relaxed. Go ahead and put your feet back a little bit, so you get it, all right, and push a little harder. Now suddenly,
I feel like I'm pushing into the earth over there on that.
She is pushing into the earth. That's exactly right. You gotta learn to ground that energy.
I'm no match for the earth.
Do it one more time. All right. Now suddenly release.
Most people would fall forward.
Most people will fall forward because what they really do is just lean into the other person. That's different than grounding yourself into the ground. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right. So this has very practical applications. Suppose you've got a, hold on a second here. This has got the cord on it, but here's my little local vacuum cleaner. So it's pretty heavy. All right. You could pick this up the right way, or you could pick it up the wrong way. This is heavy. It's probably 30 pounds. All right. So I could bend over like this and try to pick it up, and I could hurt my back or rip my shoulder or do something like that. Trying to pick it up with my body not structured correctly and just using my muscles. Or I could use my legs and shuling dingjing. It's easy. It's not about muscle power, it's about the use of your energy body. Third move. Straight down. If you're going to go straight down, here are your choices. You can do it with your muscles, or you can lower your chi. Just feel the mass of your body, the big watery mass of your body. Just lower that. Let it run down. Now, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily physically lowering your body. What you're lowering is your chi energy. So it's like this, all right? The chi is the blue sand inside here. This is very slow. This is like 15 minutes or so. But the chi's dropping down. But the physical structure of the hourglass is not changing at all. The hourglass is not going down. The sand is going down. That's what I mean when I say lower your chi. Right? You let the sand drop down. Let the sand inside drop down to the dantian, to the base of the spine, to the bottom of the feet, all the way into the ground. All right? So when you're drilling down like this, some guys got your arm, you drill down. Don't use your arm muscles. Yeah, there's a little in there, of course. But what's really doing it is you're dropping your chi. Now, if you're going to drop your chi and you want some power in it, in order to get power in that, you have to raise your shoe. Because for every action, there must be an equal and opposite reaction. All right? If you don't raise your shoe, it looks like this. And your opponent will feel that as a real weakness and probably knock you over. Right? So you lower your chi, but you raise your shoe, and it looks like this. Goes up. Raise your shoe. Drop your chi. You could try to do this with just your arms. You see anything happening inside here? It's weak. It feels weak. All right? But if you use this raising your shoe and dropping your chi, then it looks like this. Now, we don't want to do it that hard because every time you do this, you're actually shooting some energy out. So if you do that all the time, you'll exhaust yourself. So when we do the form, we do it very gently. But that doesn't mean you don't raise your shoe and lower your chi. You just don't snap it out. So the point of Tai Chi should be to gather energy. You should feel more energized after you practice the form a couple times than you did before. And the way to do that is don't shoot the energy out, but you still want to practice the energy. You still want to practice this internal stuff. That's what builds the builds your energy reserves. Open. All right. Now watch this center line. What did you see? Open. I'm stretching. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Opening and closing is not necessarily associated with defense or offense. A close can be defensive, can also be offensive. It just depends on what you want to do. But what's important about it is the opening and closing, right? That you practice that. Let's do this move one time all the way through. So the outer choreography, I've said, when you learn this form, the first thing you should do is just get the outer choreography, because you've got to have something to work with. But the outer choreography is not the point. The point is the inner choreography. Right? So you grab this, and then you start to explore how this stuff really works. And this is a major part of it. I'm focusing on this morning because we did a whole session on this in the hour before. If you're just learning the choreography, don't worry about this. Just tuck it into your file cabinet in the back of your mind there, and it will come out when you're ready for this. But I can tell you, after you've learned the basic choreography, Then we'll go through the form again and we'll study this as well as the three other energy channels and a number of other things that you have to study at the same time. That's when the fun really starts. So just learning the form, all right, that's okay, that's all right, but that's not really the fun part. This is the fun part because you can feel it in yourself. You can feel the changes in yourself. And this is what makes you stronger. It's what makes you healthier, and it's just a lot more fun. All right, let's go on to the next move. 6 sealing and 4 closing. All right, if you remember, this is I've got somebody's arm here. All right. How do you apply that lock? You apply it by dropping your chi. If you're going to drop your chi, you have to raise your shu. So my lower body goes down, but my upper body goes up. If you do this, it won't work very well. Boom. Raise your shu. Raise your shu. Raise your shu. Every time you lower your chi, raise your shu. 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 Genevieve, can you feel it?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, good. Yes, you can feel it. It's not Taoist dogma. It's just something you can actually experience in yourself. Big circle, roll back, wind up, and push. Small circle, grab, throw. Brush your chest, split, hold the ball, push through. All right, so last week we went over some of the martial applications just to give you an idea of what was going on. As we go forward, I'm going to do less and less of that because I just want you to get the basic choreography. But I thought it would be a good idea to do at least the first few moves a little bit, just so you know it's there, all right? And look for it. Why are you moving like this? right, I'll do it with my back to you. Okay, any questions about that move? If not, we're going to go on to the next move.
Malcolm, can you talk about the small pink circle before you grab the guy and throw him?
Yes, I can. That small ping circle, let me demonstrate it in case you don't know. Big circle, roll back, wind up, push, small circle, grab and throw. So that small circle is kind of a higher order skill than most of the other skills in this first form. It's kind of like a little star fell from heaven. It's actually quite difficult. How can I say? It's very easy to do. It's very hard to learn. It usually takes people 3 or 4 years before they can get this move. What you're doing is using a small circle to neutralize someone's incoming energy and then come back. So I just finished this push. This bad guy here, I pushed him away, but his evil twin brother is sneaking up behind me, puts his hands on my shoulder and gives me a shove, right? So I've pushed this guy out. Now this guy's coming behind me and he's pushing me so I might fall over. What could you do about it? Well, you want to maintain your stance if you can. So what you're going to do is yield. Yield and overcome. What does that mean? It means to, practically speaking, it means to circle. He starts to push on you, just yield. Right? When you yield to someone, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to yield like 7 feet. Maybe you just yield 3 inches. Right? Yield. Yield. And then come back. Yield. Come back. Yield. Come back. Where are you yielding? Well, you think, well, I'm yielding in the shoulder. There's a lot of truth to that. Where you're really yielding is here, the center, even though he's pushing on your shoulder. Watch this. So the real circle is being created by this, by your legs and your dantian, not by your hands. Your hands are just repeating this motion here. Right? It's kind of like hula. If my hands want to come down, they come down because that goes down. If they want, then they relax. If they want to come back up, it's because my center comes back up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. My hands are just floating on that. So the move starts, big circle, pull back, wind up and push. Now watch this. Small circle, grab and throw. So the small circle is composed of two parts, just like this back here. All right. A yin part, which is about yielding, and a yang part, which is about coming back and grabbing the guy. So I yield, that's yin, and then I grab, that's yang. Yield, grab, yield, grab, yield, grab, yield, grab. But I'm doing it both sides of that, both the yin and the yang, I'm doing with my whole body from the center, not out here in my hands, but from my center. So I didn't weigh myself this morning, but it's like about 230 pounds, right? If I'm just doing something with my hands, what's the weight? 10 pounds? It's not going to be very strong. But if I do it with my whole body, then there may be some strength in there because you are recruiting your entire body to do this. Now, from the health point of view, why does this work? The health benefits of Tai Chi come from the flow of Qi. It's just the flow of Qi means your vital energy, your life, and literally your life energy. All right? And you can feel it in your body. You can feel it move through your body. It's nothing mysterious. So the health benefits come from the flow of Qi through the body. This is practicing the flow of Qi. When we watch each other with our eyes, we tend to focus on our physical bodies. My physical eyes are watching your physical body. In Tai Chi and in Qigong, you have to learn to see someone's energy body. It's right in front of you. All right? So it's just what you pay attention to. All right? So instead of watching my physical body move, watch my energy body. Everybody's got an energy body. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. All right? So it's just a matter of finding your energy body and then going, oh yeah, I could cultivate that. I could do something with that. All right? And of course, you do something with it all the time anyway, but this is about really becoming aware of it. It can be very, very gentle. For the most part, our style of Tai Chi is a modernized version of the very, very old style. The original style of Tai Chi is called Qianshu Tai Chi, Qian style, the Qian clan in Qianzhaigao, a Qian family village. And it was a martial art, and it's still practiced there as a martial art. The Beijing frame of that, there are several frames of it, probably half a dozen frames of it. The Beijing frame was developed by our grandmaster with a focus on health. It's about being healthier. I'm not trying to be a martial artist. I'm just trying to maintain my health as my hair gets grayer, right? It's about the flow It's about the flow. So you can do it very, very gently. Let's preview, we've only got a few minutes here, but let's preview the next move, right? The fifth move, which is called Dan Bien. It means single whip. Single whip, all right? That's the very last part of this movement. Let me demonstrate it for you. Dan Bien, single whip. So that is, now we're starting to get into longer and more complex forms, which is why I said at the beginning, make sure you keep up, because once you fall behind, it's very difficult to catch up again, right? This is a fairly long, fairly complex movement. Tomorrow we'll go through this in great detail. I'm going to start to move away from martial applications and just talk more about energy flows in here. But hopefully you can see a split, hit, trap, block, block. This is an escape from a joint lock. Relax. Watch this. All right, we'll do it slower. Well, okay, guys. I think that's good for today. You can stay for the advanced Tai Chi if you want to, but we will work on the fifth move, Dan Bien, tomorrow, and hopefully conquer it, or at least get a good bite out of it. All right. Okay, guys. You all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Ciao.